This is our story tonight. This is a story about Munanui the Chief. He was a chief in ancient times of the island of Hao. I have a friend and he's descended from Munanui the Chief. Now, because my friend, he's the son of Ninide. She was the daughter of Turuma. He was the son of Tefa. He was the son of Timokatete. He was the son of Tekehu. He was the son of Fariua. He was the son of Moyava. He was the son of Maru. He was the son of Timauria Keha. Timauria Keha was the son of Atanua. And this woman Atanua, she was the daughter of Titaukupu. And Titaukupu was the son of Munanui. In the time of Munanui, there was this warrior in the island of Nganaia named Kahi. And Nganaia is an ancient name of the island of Ana. And this warrior, Kahi, he heard the stories about Munanui. He heard about the reputation of Munanui. And Kahi, he thought that he would go to Hao and he would kill Munanui and he would take the land of Hao. He would take it over. And so Kahi and his men, they made their journey on their war canoe. And they went to Hao. And when they got to Hao, they were in the distance away from a place called Vainono. And then the wind, it turned, and it was a Manavai wind, which comes from the west. What they did is they put their anchor, they dropped their anchor on the ocean side of the reef. And Kahi and some of his companions, they swam up onto the land, and they went onto the reef side, onto the lagoon side of the reef, and they waited for the people of Hao to come. And some of the people of Hao, they saw this war canoe coming. And they went to the warriors of the island and they said, there's a war canoe that's come to our place. And we don't know where they have come from. Because these people were worried, has somebody come to fight us? And some of these people, they went over to the part of the island where Kahi was waiting. And when Kahi saw them coming, he called to them. He says, I have not come to kill you, to fight you. I have come to compete, to have a contest with your chief, with the high chief, with the great chief of this island. And so these people, when they came to Kahi, Kahi told them, I am Kahi, and I have come here to have a contest with your chief. Go and tell your chief that Kahi has come. And then we'll have a competition. So these people that went to Munanui the Chief, and they said, Kahi has come, the canoe is from Kahi, and he has come and he wants to have a competition with you. And so Munanui, he said to his messenger, he said, go and tell Kahi. Go and say to Kahi, the high chief of the island wants to know what is the competition that you want. Because there's different ways of competing. Usually it was some kind of fighting, okay? Because fighting was kind of important in those days. And so the messenger went to Kahi, and the messenger said to Kahi, says, Munanui is asking, what is the competition that you want? And Kahi, he said, fighting with sticks. And the messenger returned to Munanui and said, Kahi wants to fight with sticks. That's the competition he wants. And Munanui said he didn't like that. He said, Natarakauya te kaito. That means the strength is in the stick, is in the wood. Because Munanui, he wanted to have some kind of a contest where you'd see the strength of the man, not the strength of the stick. And so the messenger returned and said to Kahi, Natarakauya te kaito. The strength is in the stick. What is the competition that you want? And Kahi said, wrestling. So the messenger returned to Munanui and said, Kahi says that he wants to wrestle. And Munanui said, go tell Kahi that I agree. And then after, go and gather the warriors of this place to Mawake Taharoa. Because Mawake Taharoa is the place that Kahi was waiting at. So the messenger went to Kahi and he said, Munanui the Chief says that wrestling, he agrees with wrestling. And then the messenger went and he gathered the warriors of Hao to that place, Mawake Taharoa. And there were 4 warriors, Te Haorongo, Te Rongo Maihiti, Moyava, and Tehutika. And they came to that place, and when they saw Kahi, they greeted him. And Kahi, he asked them, he questioned them and said, where is the great chief of your land? And they said, you just wait, he will be coming soon. And these warriors of Hao, they kind of prepared their place there. And it wasn't long, just like they said, Munanui, he came. And Kahi, he saw Munanui in the distance coming. And Kahi, he said something, which was insulting. He said, that is the food that I will chew when he is dead. He was saying that he was going to kill Munanui and he was going to eat him. And one of the warriors there, Tarongo Maihiti, he said to Kahi, he says, it would be good if you talk with our chief. Later, you will be killed by us. Later. And Kahi answered this warrior, Tarongo Maihiti, he said, that's your thoughts. I will compete with your chief, and after we're done competing, I will compete with you. Meaning, I'm going to kill your chief, then after that, I'm going to come after you. And when Munanui came, he told his warriors, he said, this is what you're going to say. Itamaki karohia na Munanui, ki maua ke taharo, toa nui, toa iti, toa tute tuenga, toa tute tutenga, ki maaruaruatini ki hakia. Which means there was a fighting war of Munanui at maua ke taharo. A big fight, a little fight, a fight all around. At Maaruaruatini, it was thrown. Okay, because Maaruaruatini is a place name in Hao. And then Munanui put his legs down, put his knees down on the ground, and he told Kahi to come and they would wrestle. And Kahi came and they were wrestling. Munanui, it wasn't long, Munanui, Kahi, his hair was grabbed by Munanui on his shoulder. And his neck was broken. And then his head was twisted, came off. And Kahi was dead. When Kahi was dead, the people who were with Kahi, who had come with Kahi, they swam out to their canoe. They all swam as a group out to their canoe. And then they sailed away, and the canoe just disappeared off in the horizon. And the body of Kahi was taken, and it was cooked to be food for Munanui the Chief. In the ancient times, on an island, there weren't that many people. And so people were oftentimes, a lot of the people were related to one another. And if a man wanted to marry a woman, it was difficult for him because he was related to a lot of the women there. And there's a story that says, there's another version of the story that says that when Kahi came, he came with his wife, and her name was Tevahini Pipikura. And when Kahi was killed, the wife was taken to be the wife of Munanui. And so Munanui, his wife, was Tevahini Pipikura. And so in that genealogy, when I was saying that Te Mauri Keha was the son of Atanua, and Atanua was the daughter of Te Taukupu, and Te Taukupu was the son of Munanui. It's also true to say that Te Taukupu was the son of Munanui and the son of Tevahini Pipikura, because it was from those two, this genealogy I recited, it was both Munanui and Tevahini Pipikura who were the source in this genealogy. Wahope te ene parao.